Welcome to day 14 of our 14-day challenge designed to help you stay focused and grounded in who you are so that you can focus on the things that truly matter to you. And now let's dive in and get going on our final day. Today's quote is, "Take responsibility for what's yours and leave the rest be." Now, today's quote may sound similar to yesterday's. However, you're about to take a deep dive into revealing areas where you still may be trying to make things right for others, which is trying to make them happy when it's not really your job, or most importantly, it's not your path. Remember how I mentioned that the longer you've been a people pleaser, that the more challenging it can be to break free of the habit? Well, you're going to discover today what it looks like and how sneaky our subconscious mind can be, even when we're really clear that we're not trying to take on other people's responsibilities. So let me start by asking you a question. Do you root for the underdog? Yes? Good. Me too. Next question. Do you try to defend the underdog by jumping in and trying to explain his or her perspective so that others can understand them? Yes? No, not good. Get off their path. Now, here we go. There are times in our lives where we think we're helping, when what we're doing is slowing down other people's growth. I know, I get it. You just want to help. You just want to give them a hand. You want to give them the support that you didn't have, right? Look, I get it. I really get it. Do you remember yesterday when I spoke about how we were taught to stop our flow, how to shut ourselves down? Well, we learned it so well that we do it to others without even realizing it. The difference is we're doing it because we want to help. However, what we're doing is inserting ourselves right in the middle of someone else's flow. That's right. We're interrupting the process that they need to go through in order to grow and expand their life. And here we are, stepping in, being the hero, also known as the people pleaser, and we've stopped their flow. Now, please don't beat yourself up. I did it myself for years without even realizing it. So, my husband and daughter would be in the middle of a disagreement, and me, well, I'd step in and I'd get them to stop. And then later on, or the next day, they'd start again and again. I would step in and stop them. I thought that what I was doing was being there for my daughter, being there for her in a way that my mother hadn't been there for me. But it wasn't until I started studying the energy fields and the mind-body connection, the stuff that I shared with you a couple of days ago, it wasn't until then that I started to understand how they all work together that I finally understood why my husband and daughter could never seem to resolve their differences. Are you ready? I realized that they were going through a learning process that was unique to each of them, that they needed to go through on their journey as part of their path. And what they were going through had nothing to do with me at all. And here I was inserting myself, all for the sake of being the mother that I didn't have. But I wasn't supposed to be inserting myself. I needed to trust the process and only step in if and when I sensed my daughter was in danger, which I never did. So, without ever realizing it, I was interrupting the very thing that they needed to move through in order for each of them to gain clarity and inner strength for themselves. Here I thought that what I was doing was a good thing. And of course, from one perspective, it was. But with everything that I've learned through the years, I realized that I needed to allow myself to trust not only the process of the things that I was moving through, but I also had to trust the process that other people needed to go through in their lives as well, even if those people happened to be my own husband and daughter. By the way, when I stopped inserting myself, my husband and my daughter's relationship improved. And I'm going to be really honest here. It was so friggin' hard for me to not open my mouth and come between them, even though I knew I had to let them move through what they needed to. But it was worth it because today they get along really well. Now, I get that what I've been teaching over the past 14 days has been a lot. And of course, I've delivered it all in 14 days, which is so much. And though I haven't gone into all of the details of how everything applies to your everyday life, I'm hoping that with the examples I've shared, that it'll be enough for you to start to connect to yourself at a deeper level, deeper than you ever have before, so that you can be focused and grounded in your truth and the things that truly matter to you. So stay focused on your life and take responsibility for your thoughts, your actions, and the behavior attached to those thoughts and actions. Be the hero in your own life and let others be the hero in theirs. Show them that you believe in them by letting them move through their challenges and also letting them know that you're there for them. However, don't offer them advice unless they ask for it. And at best, offer suggestions. Oh, and if they don't use any of your suggestions at all, don't be offended. Remember, they have their own path to walk. They need to consider what feels right for themselves. And in the moment, even if they fall, rest assured, they'll get back up. We are all here on purpose and with purpose. And each of us needs to discover what that purpose is for ourselves. Remember that your path is yours. Remember to take responsibility for what's yours and let the rest be. I'm Amy McNaughton, and it has been my absolute pleasure being here with you over these past 14 days. My wish for you is to be so connected to yourself and your truth that you're able to tap into your own brilliance so that you can discover the more that you are.